Do you know we can use our words to hurt people in deep ways? Things that they might never forget for their entire life. Some of you are with me on this one because you've heard some of those words when you were a little kid. You heard them maybe from a teacher, maybe from a parent. Things that were said that are so hurtful, and you'll always have those things burned in your mind. I had some of those things happen to me in my second grade class, because guess what? I was in second grade 2 times. Okay? So there was a lot of opportunities for this teacher to say hurtful things to me. What does the Bible say about it? What do the Proverbs say? Let's look at Proverbs 12:18. Proverbs 12:18, the first part. It says, there is one whose rash words are like sword thrusts. That sound good? Sword thrusts. I'm going to get you by saying that. I want to make sure that you know that I'm displeased with you. I want to make sure you know that you hurt me, so I'm going to hurt you back. I want to make sure you know what I think of you. You might have people in your life, especially now, like we're building up to Thanksgiving and Christmas, right? You can be around some of those people. Some of those people in your extended family, they always have a way of just saying something that just really gets to me. I don't know why they do it. They're just very mean. And they just keep on trying to hurt me. Let's flip over a couple of pages to Proverbs 15:4. It says, a gentle tongue is a tree of life, but perverseness in it breaks the spirit. So now it's not only like it's a sword thrust, but now it's intended to break a person's spirit. You know, you might have said things in life to someone else to just really make them feel bad. Maybe those things were said to you, just really made you feel bad. Breaking the spirit of another individual, making them feel like they're worthless. Who are we to do that? God says we are worth so much. God says we're worth so much. And who are we to step in and say, no, you're not. God's wrong. I'm right. I want to break your spirit. Some of you are living like that. You've had words said to you that your spirit has just been so broken. Proverbs 16:27. It says, a worthless man plots evil, and his speech is like a scorching fire. Scorching fire. It's burning people. So now we have this beautiful word picture, right, on how our hurtful words treat other people. Sword thrust, breaking spirit, scorching fire. Is that what we want to be? Is that what we want to be in other people's lives? A sword thrust, a spirit breaker, and a scorching fire? You know, in a day and age, we have so many opportunities now to do these things to people, don't we? Social media is crazy. Social media is crazy where people can say things about other people. There's a new thing, and if you have kids, you have to be on the watch out. It's a newer one. It's called Ask FM. Some of you have probably heard about this, but it's all anonymous. You can ask questions and people can say things. Well, they've documented, since this has come out, 9 kids that mentioned Ask FM in their suicide notes. 13, 14, and 15-year-old kids that couldn't take the heat, the hurtful words from anonymous people. This is serious business, breaking the spirit of young, moldable minds. It's not Ask FM's fault. It's the people's fault, right? So couldn't we be different than that? Couldn't we be the type of people that do what Proverbs 12:18 says? Let's look back there. Proverbs 18, we read the first part, but the second part says, but the tongue of the wise brings healing. This is our mission as a Christian, to bring healing. Use our tongues to bring healing to other people and say the words that will help them and encourage them and bring life to them. Some of you might have recognized the name Andrew Carnegie. Andrew Carnegie chose a man named Charles Schwab to be the president of his steel company called the United States Steel Company. He was chosen to be the president in 1921. He was one of the first guys in the history of the United States to make over $1 million a year in salary. That's Charles Schwab. $1 million a year in salary. Admittedly, Charles Schwab says, you know what, I'm not a genius. I don't know that much about steel, but what I do know is how to deal with people. That's what he said. Let me read you a couple of quotes from Schwab. He said this: I consider my ability to arouse enthusiasm in people the greatest asset I possess. And the way to develop the best that is in a person is through appreciation and encouragement. Do you like to be around people that are very encouraging and very, very appreciative? I know I do. Then Schwab goes on to say this: there is nothing else that so kills the ambitions of a person as criticism from their superiors. I never criticize anyone. I believe in giving people incentive to work, so I am anxious to praise and hate to find fault. Charles Schwab, 1921, making over $1 million a year in salary. He's saying the secret to his success is, listen, I'm anxious to praise other people, and I hate finding fault. I hate to say hurtful things to other people. Let's look at Proverbs 16, 23 through 24. It was our scripture reading for this morning. It says, the heart of the wise makes his speech judicious and adds persuasiveness to his lips. Gracious words are like a honeycomb, sweetness to the soul and health to the body. Schwab was practicing that. Sweet words that are gracious to the soul and healing to the body. This is hard work, isn't it? It's so much easier to just point out flaws in people. I admit, it's so much easier. Some of you might be like me. You have a standard. If people live up to the standard, that's right. I'm never going to say anything. That's right. That's the standard. You drop below the standard, I'll make sure you know it. You go above the standard, I don't have to say anything either, because the standard is here. That's good. Keep going. Well, why not say, you know, if you're at the standard, why not encourage that person? If they go above and beyond, encourage them more. If they go below the standard, think and pray about ways that you can bring them to the point that they need to be. Rather than hurtful speech, speak healing words to them. So how do we combat this? Because some of you have, been scarred in life. You've been scarred in life, and that's the truth. You are being scarred right now by people. So what do? Well, combating the death blow is this: don't hurt back. Don't hurt back. Some of you might have seen the movie 42, the Jackie Robinson story. If you see this movie, you know exactly the scene that I'm talking about. Branch Rickey, who was the owner of the Dodgers, brought in Jackie Robinson, and he was offering him a contract to be the first African-American baseball player in the history of the United States. That's what Jackie Robinson was going to be called to do. So when they were discussing the contract and discussing the fact that Jackie Robinson would play for the Dodgers eventually, Rickey really bared down on him. And he said, what are you going to do when somebody spikes you and then they get up and they see your face and they call you that name that you don't want to be called? What are you going to do when the crowd boos at you? What are you going to do? And he listed all these different things. It was a very intense moment in the movie, and supposedly it's very historically accurate. Robinson said to Rickey, "Are you looking for a player that does not have the guts to fight back?" And Rickey looked at him and said, "I'm looking for a player that has the guts not to fight back." See, everything in us wants to fight back. People are hurling hurtful insults or hurtful words at us, whatever it is, undermined it, however it is. Our core being just wants to just lash out. But let's look at what Proverbs 20:22 says. It says, "Do not say, 'I will repay evil.' Wait for the Lord, and He will deliver you."